What would you do if you spotted a horse galloping in the distance? Galloping towards you. What if it got closer and you realized, well, it can't be, but this is no horse. A friendly fowl made of twisted wood trots towards you. All it wants is love. Or is it? What is it? What does it want? What will happen to you if you touch it? Hello and welcome back to Life's Biggest Questions, the channel that seemingly loves a deep dive into the SCP Foundation. Maybe we are the SCP Foundation. Well, that is just provocative speculation. I'm your host Rebecca Felgate, and today I'm asking, what if SCP-805 was real? Before we get into this video, I want you to make up an SCP in the comment section down below. Mine is SCP-V3V3, and it looks like a soft serve whippy ice cream, except it tastes of the flavor of the human who is holding it. Exactly like the human is holding it. As you lick it, your skin starts to melt away, leaving you to collapse into a puddle of creamy liquid. It also comes served by another SCP, SCP-V333V. It's an ice cream van that attracts children with the melody it plays. Right, too much imagination, Rebecca. I got ya. Things have got pretty dark, but can you get darker? Do let me know your thoughts in the comment section down below. Also, do make sure you hit that thumbs up button and share this video with an SCP-obsessed friend. Stick around to the end where I'll be reading replies to comments left on previous videos. Alright, let's get this show on the road, shall we? You know what? The SCP Foundation never ceases to amaze me. A sprawling complex filled with diabolical creatures, bright and beautiful, creatures great and small. SCP-805 appears to be a young horse entirely made of branches and roots of twisted wood. It has an entirely hollow interior with a kind of wooden exoskeleton. Scrapings of the wood have revealed it to be an unknown species somewhat related to poison oak. Curiouser and curiouser. SCP-805 acts like a normal horse, and it likes to be treated as such. The only thing that differentiates it from other ponies, aside from its wooden structure of course, is that it doesn't need any food or drink. Oh, and mistreating it or touching it could be deadly. 805 is allowed into a courtyard for exercising during the day, if accompanied by a member of the Foundation with level 2 clearance and above. It loves humans and actively seeks contact with them. It'll nuzzle them with its cute little horsey nose, but make no mistake, this is a dangerous horse. Data has been expunged from the Foundation's notes, but it seems like there was an incident in which the SCP was treated wrongfully and it didn't end well. On top of that, while the horse seems loving and in pursuit of affection, those who are around the horse need to be wearing a hazmat suit at all times, because one touch from the horse can infect them. What happens with the infection, I hear you cry? Well, initially the symptoms are a lot like that when exposed to regular poison oak. Itchy red skin with little red bumps. Only after 2 or 3 days the rash will flare up and cover the whole skin. The infected will feel excruciating pain and their skin will begin to change to a patchy pale brown and green color. Their joints will become stiff, their blood vessels will burst, and their muscles will turn into bone, and then wood, until the infected resembles a humanoid version of 805, only they can't freely move. The humans are then no longer infectious, but they're now hollow, wooden, humanoid statues. The Foundation thinks that they're still sentient and can still feel, as they can't move, but they have been heard groaning. So, you get the picture. If SCP-805 was real, it would need to be quarantined, as it would have the strange ability to turn humans into wooden sculptures, which sounds pretty goosebumps. If it was real though, well, what kind of woodland magic would this point to? Who commissioned this? Who made SCP-805? Are there others like it out there? Is there some kind of wood god or overlord? Is it really actually a nice horse, or is it just pretending to want love so it can infect people and turn them into inanimate wooden structures? Perhaps SCP-805 is real. A 2018 post on Reddit shared an image of 4 wooden sculptures near the ruins of a building. They wrote, 4 civilians in late stages of SCP-805 infection. They said it was after a recent containment breach. Were they touched by a pony? Actually, in the end, it turns out it was a work of art made from driftwood by Japanese artist Nagato Iwasaki, or so the Foundation would have us believe. What if Iwasaki is actually the forest sprite responsible for sending SCP-805 to do his bidding? What if there are more poisonous ponies or other creatures out there? What if they are being sent to stop the cancer of humans destroying the world? It is pretty poetic that the SCP is made from wood, a natural substance and resource that long predates our concrete jungles and glass skyscrapers? What if nature has had enough and has sent SCP-805 to turn humans into wood? 805 doesn't consume at all, no food, no drink, yet we bleed the earth dry. All it wants is human touch, and all we want is everything, right now, in this very second. Perhaps the world would be better off if we were all turned into wooden sculptures. Perhaps then once again we would know what it feels like to be part of nature, how it feels to weather a storm. But then perhaps it's all nonsense, a nicely presented piece of fiction, a lovely spooky story to tell around a campfire at night. But what happens if you throw the wrong log into the fire? Is that hooves I hear? It could be. Well, we've had fun, haven't we? A poisonous horse made from wood. What do you think to SCP-805? What SCP would you create with the power of your imagination? Do let me know in the comments section down below. Also, for fun, why don't you throw in a few emojis that best sum it up? Also, please do leave a thumbs up on this video and share it with an SCP-loving friend. Before I go, I'm just going to read some comments from one of my most recent videos. What if our sun turned into a strange star? Jake LaSquish said, replying to the giraffe comment, we do have short-necked giraffes. They're called horses, or as I like to call them, cutie kick 'em up the booties. I'd love to see you try that with SCP-805 and see how it goes. Y'all gonna be wood? Carl C said, I love when you host the videos because you're very funny, you make me laugh. Good job, Rebecca. Thank you, Carl. Further insights on strange stars from Gooda Zombie Cat. They said, just something I would like to kindly point out about the mass of a strange star or a strange sun. Although it would be super dense, the mass itself would still be the mass of the sun, resulting in a net increase in mass of 0, which wouldn't affect the solar system and placements of other planets. That's if the sun somehow managed to turn into strange matter, meaning long winter, here we come. Ugh, thank you for the clarification, but I don't like the sound of a long winter. Isn't there some kind of blue horned man that I can stick with something glassy and pointy to stop that happening? Aya, where you at, girl? Guys, thank you for watching this video. Once again, please do leave a thumbs up. I'm your host, Rebecca Felgate. I'll catch you in the next video. But until then, please do stay curious, stay alert, and never ever stop questioning.